Hey, how's it going, guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toasty Bros, and today we're going to be doing our first $1,000 gaming PC.
But guess what? We're filming it in 2019. Let's get right into that. But first, a word from today's sponsor.
Today's video is brought to you by us, the Toasty Bros, because we're going to be doing a live stream December 31st starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where, first of all, we'll be giving away our computer. We have a UCW computer that is a gaming PC now, and you know what? We're going to give that away to you guys. Go to Instagram/ToastyBros or go to our Twitter, Toasty Bros Tech, and you'll find out details on how to enter, and the contest ends from December 31st at 4 p.m. So don't forget to be there, mark it down. And you guys also get to see us do a live PC build on Twitch right after we do the giveaway right in this area here, and we're going to be streaming in our brand new stream room. So don't forget to be there for this awesome stream, and let's get right back into that video.
All right, guys, so as we mentioned, this is a $1,000 gaming PC for 2020. So whether you got some Christmas money or you've been saving up, just working and trying to buy a gaming PC, this right here is a good system to get you started in the new year. And it also has a lot of upgradability. Even though you're gonna get a ton of performance out of the box, you probably won't need to upgrade for a while.
So big thanks to Bitfenix and also Gigabyte for sending over a graphics card in this really nice Nova TG case.
So how about we go ahead and talk about each individual part, how it makes up the budget, and what this whole PC build is all about.
So the key component of this build is going to be the AMD Ryzen 5 3600. This is a 6-core, 12-thread processor that has a very nice clock frequency, and honestly for gaming, this thing's just a no-brainer.
Hefty Steel Legend.
And for the motherboard, we've actually used this a couple times now. This is the B450 Steel Legend from ASRock. It's a really nice looking motherboard. It has like RGB effects on it and whatnot, and it's a full-size board, which we really wanted to put into this really nice case that we'll get to in just a minute. For RAM, we have 16 gigs at 3200 megahertz of T-Force Delta RGB RAM. So it's, it's RGB, so it's gonna look really good. And 16 gigs is plenty for 2020 of the start, and 3200 megahertz is gonna really benefit this Ryzen processor.
Yeah. And now for the graphics card, we have the Gigabyte RX 5700 XT. Now we've used this card multiple times actually. We're a big fan of the RX 5700 and XT and are excited to see what other cards AMD has in this lineup. But this is the 3-fan variant from Gigabyte that we've used a lot, so thanks again to Gigabyte for sending this over. It's gonna be great for 1080p high refresh rate gaming. You can expand to 1440p if you want to. Overall, this is a really awesome card for the money, and if you don't need like the content creation stuff like the NVENC encoder from NVIDIA with a 2070 Super, this is really the best value card out there. All right, guys, now as for storage, we have the TeamGroup MS30 SSD. This is an M.2 SSD at 512 gigabytes, comes with a 3-year warranty, so that's something. But we always like to go with these M.2 SSDs because it makes the build look a lot cleaner, and always add another drive in the future if you want more storage, like a 2.5-inch SSD or even a hard drive, but who uses hard drives nowadays? It's 2020. And as for the power supply, we went with a Corsair unit because we haven't used Corsair in a while. This is their CX450 watt unit. Now before people go crazy about the 450 watts, this system most likely under load will pull maybe 300 watts at full capacity. If you are worried at all, you could spend the extra, I don't know, like 20 bucks that it is right now to go up to a 500 watt unit. It's honestly
almost fell my luggage.
If you really wanted to go to a 500 watt unit, you could spend the extra $20 that it costs right now to up to a 500 watt unit because power supply prices are ridiculous right now, and we just felt that is a good place to actually make this a good value for money system to not overspend on the power supply. So 450 watts, more than enough to power this build, but if you feel like you need more power, go ahead and get a 500 watt. We won't stop you. Now for the aesthetic part of this build, we have the Bitfenix Nova Mesh TG, which is a white case with RGB fans, full tempered glass. It's a pretty nice case for the money. It does come with a basement, which is really awesome as well. And also to complement that, we have a kit of black sleeve cables. JK, they're white. These are some white sleeve cables from Amazon. There's a bunch of companies out there that sell these cables for like dirt cheap. You can get, why are you laughing over there? There are a lot of sellers on Amazon that sell these sleeved extensions for super cheap, and you can get them for around like 20 bucks, which is kind of a no-brainer for a high-end build. You gotta add that extra aesthetic touch to a build to make it look nice, and I think it's gonna look really good with all the parts in this build. So how about we go ahead and prove my point and put this system together. All right, guys, so now that we have finished this PC build, we're going to talk about the performance numbers and exactly what we like about this PC. There's really not a lot we don't like about it.
Now, of course, this PC, if you're building it, you're probably going to be using like more than one monitor, at least 1080, 144 hertz. It would be great for 1440 just because of this 5700 XT. Us just testing it on a 1080p monitor at 144 hertz, we were getting some really good frame rates.
Now, if you do go with this case from Bitfenix, if you want to have the addressable RGB without having to use the actual header on the motherboard, you can buy their RGB strip that comes with a controller, which we'll leave the links all down below, and everything plugs in nicely to that controller to allow you to basically change all the colors together. So without having to use the software and things like that, which RGB software, which we personally do not like, you can avoid doing that altogether and keep it away from the motherboard. So if you want to use this exact case, which I wouldn't blame you, it actually looks really nice. Putting it all together and getting the RGB up and running looks really clean. It's not necessarily an all white build, but it looks pretty clean overall. We're very impressed with the case from Bitfenix.
Bitfenix's Nova Mesh TG comes with 3 ARGB fans, a full mesh front intake for optimal airflow, full tempered glass, and comes in either black or white to match the theme of your PC build. Check it out today using the link in the description down below, and thanks again to Bitfenix for sponsoring this portion of today's video.
So if you guys want to buy anything, use our links down below because those are affiliate links and they do help us out a lot when you guys buy stuff. So we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next one.
Goodbye.